Welcome to our 7th tutorial in Photoshop. This time we'll focus on the text tool, one of the most used and favorite tool by topographers all over the world. Start by clicking on the T icon on the left. As you can see, I pretty much can type anything I want in my text font picked from the side here. I can select bold, italics, underline, and more. Things like all caps, small caps, stuff like that. Of course, make sure your text is showing up in the correct color that you need for your image. Here, I've selected to make sure that it stands out from the image. Also, as you learned from before, text occupies its own layer, and if you need to select the text quickly, you can hold Control and click on the T icon on the layer as well to select all the text that you've written out. From there, you can change some other settings on other pages of the text panel, including paragraph settings, layout, and more. One last thing, you can click and drag a selection area of where text will go exclusively into. Text has a lot more functions that you can use with it, including vertical, if you so choose. So have fun! The 8th in our tutorial series in Photoshop, let's go over how to create a great glowing text effect and build on our previous tutorial of the text tool. Here we have our text. To create a great look for our text and have it stand out on our image, let's go into the layer blending modes. You might remember these modes from a previous tutorial. Right-click the text layer and select Blending Options. To create a great glowing effect, let's start by giving the text a great outer glow by starting with Outer Glow. Checkmark this option and you can see the options window for the blending mode. Change the opacity how you like it, and you can also change the spread and the size of the glow. Do this as you see fit. Make sure your glow isn't the same as your text, otherwise it'll get lost in the text itself. From there, we'll make an inner glow now to set it apart from the outer glow. Click Inner Glow. This will set the blend mode to screen, but change it to normal so we can see the glow effect on the text. Set the color to blue, then set the size of the glow until you can see it make the text sort of cloudy. That will give us the effect we're looking for. After this, you can apply a drop shadow if you like, or use the gradient overlay to get even more finer control over the text's colors. Doing this will make your text stand out more than usual, and of course, tweak it how you like it or how any client or product needs. Have fun! Here's a more advanced tutorial in our 9th in the series on Photoshop. We'll be making a gold text effect that makes it look as if our text was dipped in gold. Start out by having text ready in your image. Here we have our text from the last tutorial with all the layer blending options removed to start fresh. To start creating this effect, let's start by opening the layer options once more. The first thing we want to do is make the text look like it's carved out. Use Bevel and Emboss here for that. As you can see, our text now looks like it has a curve to it or a 3D look. Let's change that look by clicking on Gloss Contours drop-down menu and click the ring contour. If you're unsure of which is which, just hover over each contour for a few seconds to get the name of the contour. After this, make sure the effect is set to chisel hard, so that way it looks like it was really made out of some sort of marble or stone. As we're going for the gold effect, we're going to add a gradient overlay to the whole image so we can get the gold coloring right. If it's not already, we'll set the gradient to the first gradient setting, foreground to background, by clicking the Gradient drop-down menu. Then, click the gradient itself to open the color picking menu. We'll set the colors here by double-clicking the color spots here on the bottom of each gradient to something yellow and brown so that it looks gold. After that, you can see your text is now worth its weight in gold, if only in Photoshop. This blending technique can be used on other things as well, but text is one of the best uses for it. A quick drop shadow at the end makes it stand out even more, and that's it for this effect. Simple, yet effective.